Hi guys. This is the first time I'm using the OB Studio system. So if you guys see me looking this way, sorry, this way because I have two monitors to screen. So sorry. Okay, and I'm not sorry for the mess. And this is how I start my podcast. And you see, there's a huge gap in here. Sure, I'll show you. I say, guys, see, yeah, I know there's a huge gap here, but oh wait, that's how it is. Okay, this is how I set up my things, and yeah. Okay, back to the topic. Um, this link I'm going to post it on YouTube for legal purpose and it's for citation and resource on the topic. I'm going to send um put every link on there. This month topic, you see, one is uh paper. I like because I like to say what how did, and one is yeah. So one is I'm using a software named Crossware. Okay. Yeah, somewhere that when I scan things, it read me to me. What? Sorry. Okay. Here's the topic.
March 10th, 2020, 11:00 am Eastern Daylight Time, pipe 27,623 views. This is why employers are still denying your remote working requests. Nigel Davies, contributor, copy My Careers. I write about the changing and
Here's the
future
other
workplace.
links I have.
Listen to Article 5
Here's
minutes.
bucket.
Lack of tech infrastructure is a common reason employers won't entertain remote working, despite. Plus, likes architecture on Unsplash. No employer wants to make their workers' lives unnecessarily hard. Beyond the obvious that your job is genuinely impossible to do from home, there is another good reason your employer might not be granting remote working requests: infrastructure. There's work to be done to support employees doing their jobs from afar. Success boils down to their technology setup, culture, and management structure. Some businesses are simply reluctant to devote resources to prepare for sweeping change. Elaine Arelas, managing partner at Keystone Partners, says, many managers find it very difficult to manage remote workers and are used to managing by FaceTime and lots of reporting and quick meetings. They assess contribution by knowing you get in early and leave late. Because of their lack of skill, they choose not to offer or allow remote work or even flexible schedules. But the spread of coronavirus is likely to push more employers to test remote working over the coming months. And the clamor from employees demanding greater flexibility with their working locations and hours isn't going away. In a survey by Owl Labs of 1,202 full-time U.S. workers,
Yeah. The first part of the topic is I don't know you guys see it here. The first part of the you guys can see it. You guys can hold it or what? Is that happiness is hard for them to change their habits or what? And they well says the lack of willing to put the money on the resource like buying laptop, what hotspot or those things. And some state again. I'm not a lawyer and I don't have a license. So for legal purpose, how to say that I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a license or education expense in this in degree. So as a lawyer or what, and know your state laws about employees what, and certain states or country or what where you live, what there's a law that when you buy supplies, the company needs to pay back. That I'm going there, what going to the store and going back, and the how much is the supplies again. I'm not law for legal purpose. I have to say that, and they want to see what you are doing. Okay.
Workers aged 22 to 65.24% of respondents said they would take a pay cut of up to 10% in order to work remotely, and less than a fifth, 90%, of on-site workers said they did not want to work remotely in future. Many employers are tentatively testing the waters, like small business owner Matthew Ross, co-owner of mattress review site The Slumber Yard. His team of 12 were all based in the office full-time until one employee convinced Ross and his business partner to allow him to work from home for part of the week. More for you. Empathy is the most important leadership skill according to research. Why U.S. talent shortages are at a 10-year high. Probably need more friends. Here's how to make them. Until recently, the whole team at mattress review site The Slumber Yard were based in the office. Plus, The Slumber Yard. Ross explains, he originally asked if he could work from home full-time, but we ended up settling on 3 days per week as a compromise. To be honest, from an employer's perspective, there are really not many benefits to letting employees work from home. It's just more difficult to communicate, manage expectations, and audit work. But they could
I would say they want to see what you're doing the whole day.
understand the benefits to their employee. Ross explains he lives an hour away from the office. In total, he spends about 2.5 hours per day on the road to and from work after factoring in traffic. And I do believe working from home can help boost productivity and efficiency. This doesn't always hold true. It largely depends on the person, but let's face it, working in an office environment, especially an open office environment, can be very distracting. The company already used Google Hangouts to communicate, but they invested in project management software to help control workflow and allow them to track what their team was working on. The arrangement has worked out, but Ross believes this is because that particular employee is a great communicator. He feels the benefits to the employer, beyond office space savings, are still so limited that they are hesitant to grant such requests. Yet studies suggest that there are, in fact, many more benefits, not least for staff retention and recruitment. Remote workers are 13% more likely than on-site employees to be planning to stay in their jobs for the next 5 years, according to the aforementioned Owl Labs survey. And 80% of employees said that, when faced with two similar job offers, they would turn down the one that didn't offer flexible working, found 2019 IWG research. Remote workers benefit today from myriad cloud-based communication apps, project collaboration tools, and digital workplaces designed to replace conversation and interaction between dispersed teams. But in smaller businesses with no remote working precedent, it may fall to trailblazing employees to make employers aware of what tech is out there and which of it is a suitable replacement for working in the same building. Tracy Coate, Chief People Officer at HR platform Zenefits, suggests starting with widely used communication tools. The key to success for remote workers is communication. Leveraging readily available video and chat technologies make the world a smaller place and make in-person FaceTime much less necessary. She suggests that if employers are resistant, offer to work remotely on a trial basis, to see how it goes. She adds, then take the responsibility to ensure you are not only communicating, but that you are over communicating during your trial period via any channel you have at your disposal, including phone, text, email, video, and chat. That makes the time away from the office feel less frequent, and hopefully, your manager will realize it's not that big of a deal. Follow me on LinkedIn. Check out.
Okay. The guys can. I know people have a different view and takes on this one on the topic, and this is me on my views and topics on this one. One is companies they don't trust the employees to do the job. Second is the managements sure they have the power. That's the two reasons. And third is the expense because legally some of the states and where you are living, again I'm not a lawyer, they have to pay your back for the mileage, the time, the wear there of your car, and the machine like scanner, printer. Either you buy it, neither to in the receipt, or they give you and they buy the things for you and send to you. That again, if they have 12, that's a lot many. Imagine have more than 50. That for they send each one or what? Yeah, that's gonna be that and the tax. And each state has their own fucking tax for employees. That's a good way going to be messed up for the accounting person and for the tax person when they do the tax purpose. Yeah, and yeah, good. That's the bad thing on the price. The price is the the office space, the rented. That's that's gonna be down a lot. Third is the expense or the price they go to buy the computer, laptop, inks, printer, the machines. They can expense it for the tax purpose. But again, imagine just 5 employees and they buy all those things. Just the laptop, the basic laptop for price what between 250 to 350. That's not including the assurance and the software they use. Software what 250 to 500 for one person. Word, Excel, those things. Set up all the things, but don't. That's the can expensive. And also the bad thing is the Wi-Fi. How it is. How sorry, how they go to be sure no one can hack the software or system. That's the one of the reasons. And that's it. And for the employees, dude, you can watch your kids the house, and you don't need to drive a lot of thing around, back and forth, and by four outside. Watch kids, spend time with your family. I can depend on the how you guys. And the bad thing is you'll be working the whole day. You don't know what time it is, and the expense of going by the price. That's the thing. And it's hard to be off, log out all your stuff or what. And yeah, and your ass gonna be big, get bigger, and your stomach is bigger. That's the thing. To know when to walk away. And Yeah, that's the one thing. Uh, yeah, and no, and now people have time to do things. They have the ability to. Hey, I have seen it a lot of people doing. I have the ability to job, and you start the on YouTube channel or search or be on social media. Start their own business. Um, yeah, start their own business with a W2 job. With that, that's the reason is you get again. I'm not a tax person, so I can give you what is right. This is a education, a guess, guess or what? I'm a business person. I was working with my company for 14 years, 3 years of management. Again, I'm not a tax person, so I just give you. I have certificate in bookkeeping, but legally, technically, I'm not a tax person, so you guys need to talk to your tax person. That having W to just get tax as a employee but when you have a business, you can expense all the things like table, computer, inks. You can expense it to your company to lower your tax. Again, I'm not a tax person. A lawyer talk to your lawyer, okay? Expert, not me. I'm just a guy from YouTube. Okay, so guys, this is the first time I'm using this. So